Coach Down with Kerri and Nana. You ready for the show to begin?
Hey, let's go. Let's get it. It's almost showtime. Let's go. Let's get it. It's almost go time. Let's freaking go.
Yes, it is almost go time. Actually, it is go time. It is your hostess with the mostest, Kerri Lewis, here for episode 22, my favorite number in the whole wide world.
Okay.
The Brightside Chronicles. As you can see, my co-host Nana Agyemang is running a little bit behind, but that's okay because we have an amazing fill-in for us. Ashley, you're going to have to share with the audience your last name, who has joined us before on this show and is a bright light in Nana's in my life. And so I'm thrilled to talk to you about the bright side of life.
I love you guys too. Oh, what's up? Also, my last name.
Oh, no.
My last name is Nielsen.
Brightside of Chronicles.
People think it's Lauren.
Nielsen.
That's my middle name.
Oh, yeah. I was working with somebody for the longest time, and their name came up as Bigglesworth. So I thought their last name was Bigglesworth. And they said to me, dude, that is like, I guess it was a riff on some show or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's what you get. Now you're just going to be known as Bigglesworth. I'm just saying.
Bigglesworth. Damn.
Bigglesworth. All right. So this is your second time being on the show, maybe, or third. I love it. Nana's feed is already blowing up because let's be real.
What up? What's up, people? Yep. Hey.
Nana loves you too. Christian skirt number one, none. I mean, Nana's a lot of things, but seriously, this is right now about you, Ash, and something Nana and I have discussed at length, right, is watching you and Becky too blow up and blossom under showing up and doing what feels good for you, which for you is cosplay. So can you kind of share a little bit with the listening audience as to how getting into different characters has helped you, build more confidence in all aspects of your life, because it's definitely evident in all aspects of your life.
Yeah, it has been absolutely wild the past year or so. I think, and I have to shout out, he was here last time with me, Alex. Follow him, please, at Creme Sparrow, please. He's my best friend in the whole world. Just watching him do like his gigs, and he does improv, has really inspired me to get more into the cosplay acting world. And he's just been so motivating. And then meeting people like Becky and even Nana, like everybody, like I've just felt so much more myself. I've been growing up, I got very much bullied for being a nerd, video games. Oh my God, she's weird. And now I'm 34 years old and I'm the most confident I've ever been in my whole life. And it's thanks to people like Anana and Alex and Becky that have really, really helped me out. And I'm just putting more effort into the cosplays too. Spent a little bit more cash dollar. And my favorite so far this year has been Lady Deadpool, which really took off. Deadpool is one of my favorite franchises like ever, because he's rude, he's an asshole, he's toxic. We love, unfortunately. So unfortunately.
That is hilarious. You know what's so funny? Nana and I have a beautiful friend, Liz Green, who is she's a therapist, and she did a Deadpool stripper, like she's a pole dancer, not stripper, a pole dancing theme at her show. And when she said it was Deadpool, me and Nana were like, oh yeah, we're coming up and pulling up to support.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Deadpool is just awesome. So Lady Deadpool's been really fun. And I've gotten to work with some really cool photographers. Shout out Team Splenda, 120 Photography, Nate, who Nana definitely knows and loves as well. Just I don't know, communicating with these people and setting up photo shoots, and it's all been just absolutely beautiful, and I love it all. It's been really cool.
So how has the cosplay community allowed you to build more confidence, right? Because one could say that, well, if you're in character, you're not really showing up as yourself, which I don't agree with. I think we're all a character, quite frankly. But I'm just curious how it has allowed you to gain more confidence in all areas of your life outside of dressing up in cosplay.
I think, yeah, I definitely try to choose characters to cosplay that kind of align with my personality, like certain aspects. I'm very outgoing. I love banter. I love just that's just a really big part of my personality that I was scared to showcase before. And now in the cosplay community, it's almost literally embraced. People love my outgoingness. I'm very blunt. I'm funny. Like, people gravitate towards that, and also I just like to bring the good vibes.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling more comfortable in my skin since cosplay for sure. And it's really helped me out in all aspects of my life, with my relationships at home, like just friendships. I feel like my true self, which I've never really felt before fully. And cosplays allowed me to do that. And I did theater for 12 years.
Oh,
So
true. Okay. I didn't know that.
Bro. So like channeling like the acting part of it too, which I want to get more
Yeah.
into as well. It's all kind of like it all ties together, and it makes me a
Yeah,
better
of
person at
course.
the end of the day.
Well, it's so interesting. I think I truly, I am a huge believer that our superpower is showing up unapologetically as ourselves, right? And, you talked about banter and being funny. I mean, anybody who's ever followed me or not at all know that I am completely outrageously inappropriate.
Me too.
And I still get heat for it all the time. Somebody the other day was like, "Yo, your video was cringy." I'm like, "Well, at least I gave you a reaction." But the reality is that's our superpower, because I do not believe that we were put in this body, put in this human experience to be different than what we're inspired to be in any
Yeah.
given moment, right? And that is how we show up, and that is our strength. And when we don't filter ourselves out of fear of being rejected, we're really giving other people permission to no longer filter themselves. And I think that's probably what you've experienced, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but in going to these cons and watching all of these different dynamics of people of different ethnicities, people of different genders, people of different spiritual ideologies come together and just embrace whatever brings them joy, and in doing so allows you to do the same thing without feeling badly or like there's something wrong with you.
Yes. To all of that. That actually just reminded me. Nana went as well. We went to Kineticon. And I'd never been before.
Yep.
And the energy there was just beautiful. Like, everyone, like, all different shapes and sizes and he, she, everybody was there just having like the best time, hyping each other up. It was just so amazing. And I think like the cosplay community. Oh, I'm like reading the thing.
I'm just trying to read this. Don't worry, I get confused too. Listen, I don't know about you, but I love everybody, and that sounds so cliche. So I know people are gonna be like, whatever, but that's part of what I love about the community in which Nan and I both hang out with, in different communities, but both communities, we embrace everybody and honor each individual for who they are rather than where they're from or what it is they believe in and all of
Yeah,
that
it's
stuff.
just, I think cons are just a place where everyone accepts everyone, and everyone is just complimenting each other, taking pictures. It's just a very happy, good vibe space. And there's also no need to
Yeah.
judge anybody, especially at a con. Like, everyone's just free to do whatever. Everyone's just in a great mood. We're hanging out, we're meeting celebrities, we're doing artist alley, we're buying art from people that like, small businesses. Like the whole thing is just amazing. It's just a lot of good positive vibes at a con, and I feel very happy at them. My serotonin is out the like so high. It's just such a good time. And Kineticon was a great con for that. Everybody was just super like talking to everybody, hyping each other up, adding people on Instagram, whatever, connecting, networking. It was pretty amazing. And we also love the after parties. I drink a little bit too much, but no, it's really fun. It's really fun.
It's so funny. Well, Nana doesn't drink at all.
No.
And shoot, the last after party I went to with him, we got VIP
Oh, I
tables and
know.
we
I
were
was
standing in
being
line.
so
So
mean. I'm like, Nana, it's my birthday. Give me a VIP. I was being so annoying. But no, that night was insane.
it's so funny. Well, shout out to Connor because Connor's been on the show a couple of times, and he just said cosplay gives me freedom and joy, and which I love. But I think for me, right? So for the listening audience, I know at times this can feel like a cosplay heavy show, and it can be, which is fine because I don't care. I want people to embrace whatever feels good for them, but I don't cosplay at all. In fact, what I do is I tell everybody I'm the picture bitch. If I'm with Nana, people don't even ask me. They literally just hand me their phone and like have this expectation that I'm taking a picture. Or, because I am very creative, I'll see Nana in a outfit and I'll come up with like a skit in my head and I'll totally help him play it out or record it for him. But I don't, cosplay, but I can tell you that what I do is I lean into joy in every single day of my life, right? Like, for example, I was at a wake yesterday, and awakes can be heavy. And like, I get it, somebody died, and that feels really important for some people. But I had an opportunity to make people laugh. And so I did. And like, that lightened up the mood. And it made for some wakes don't really bother me like they do some people. It made what could feel like a really heavy event into something that's palatable, that feels lighter and easier. And so no matter what it is, I encourage people to truly lean into, what brings them joy, and to not worry about being judged. Because something you said, is that in, Kineticon, you didn't feel judged. But the reality is there are going to be people who judge you, right? It just is, because what you do contradicts what they understand, or really what people fear they tend to reject, right? And so I'm curious, how is leaning into, this cosplay community and your theater and embracing your inner strength and being witty and charismatic, help you combat maybe that judgment that you might experience at times from people who don't understand why you do what it is you do?
I think that has I think that's come with confidence. I'm very secure in who I am at this point. Me and Alex have also done a lot of gigs in the past year and a half, so we're out in public all the time. And I used to be, I at first I definitely was a little like scared of it, like, oh, people are just literally going to stare at us because we look like psychopaths. And now when we go out, I love doing that. I love when people look, and it's just such a huge shift. So I think that's come with practice. It's come with confidence for me. And also like when we go out in cosplay, like I said, like people, there's a lot more positive feedback now than in the past. And I think it's just because people can see how confident we are. And it's just like, wow, like it's like, wow,
Ooh.
look how badass they look. Look how like happy they look, and like they're just like walking like a runway right now. And the more me and Alex have been more confident and comfortable, and also we're literally best friends. People can obviously see that we love each other a lot too. Just I think people, even if we're not like friendly with them, can see like the vibes we give off, and they're more attracted to it than when we were more closed off. I definitely think that's an energy thing for sure.
100%. You highlight that so beautifully. And it's one of the reasons Nana and I felt compelled to do the Brightside Chronicles and highlight the importance of leaning into what brings you joy, giving yourself permission to do what makes you happy, is because the more you lean into what feels good for you, delicious for you, there's no right or wrong, good or bad. It's what gets you excited. You said it, your serotonin. It's what is like, oh yeah, I get to get up and make this costume or create this thing, and that feels really good. The more that translates into the energy in which you're emitting, and as you emit that, that attracts energy to you. And that's why, some of the greatest thinkers of all times across the centuries, you say, if you want to experience an external change, you got to change internally. And it comes from stepping out and doing things. You said it, it's
Mhm.
a practice. You had to get out, kind of feel awkward, felt a little bit weird being dressed up as in a costume, but then you kept doing it and kept doing it. And as a result, you shifted your internal experience to it, and that attracted people
Yeah,
to
and
you.
energy is
100%.
definitely a thing in the vibes you give off, because I could go to a con and be all closed off and just not talk to anybody. People can see that, and why would they want to talk to you? But then if I go into a con and I'm confident
Yeah.
and I'm ready to go, and I'm like this is gonna be me next week at Fan Expo. I'll be like, let's go. People gravitate towards that. It's really the vibe
Yeah.
you give off.
100%.
People will literally either attract to you or they won't. And that's something I pride myself in lately, because I've had people come up to me and like, you have like a really lovely energy when you walk in a room. And that's like the biggest compliment to me, because I used to be the most timid little anxious little bitch back in the day. Just like, don't look at me, don't talk to me, I'm insecure. And now I'm like the opposite. It's just been wild. Um,
Well, it's so interesting. I'm curious though, because people do often, I mean, people look at me, I'm covered in
Me
tattoos. I
too.
wear skulls every single day of my life. I literally, I went to a funeral today wearing a skull shirt, and my brother-in-law jokingly looked at me. He's like, you're going to hell, because I went into a Catholic church. And I'm like, but it's true.
Literally.
Like, that's so people make this assumption that I'm unapproachable. But the thing is like, my energy is so welcoming that as soon as like like engage even closely, they're like, wow, like I wouldn't have known that you were this kind. And I'm like, yeah, but that's also, it does come with being confident. And um it does come with being confident, and it comes with continuously pushing yourself outside of your bounds. So between Dream Band, this is Ashley. Ash is known for, what are your
I mean,
cosplays?
so my biggest one for me was Cusco for Emperor's New Groove. That popped off. Lately, I've
Yep,
done Yelena, and Lady Deadpool has popped off as well.
I love it. So Becky did Mars Attack. So different person, but also been on our show a couple times, and she's amazing too. But your costumes are getting quite elaborate too. And I mean, all of you guys, I saw a video that you both did, and you guys were powerhouses. I'm like,
Aw.
oh, okay, I
So
see
yeah, I
you.
mean, Becky makes her own stuff. She is out of this world, insanely talented. I
Creative.
do not have
Yeah.
that in me. I mean, maybe, but I've never made anything in my whole life. But I've put in a lot of effort into getting the pieces, paying a little bit more for better quality, really trying to get attention to detail. I still have some stuff to work out with Deadpool. So I'm putting more effort into it than going on like Amazon and clicking on add to cart. So I'm just putting in like a little bit more effort this time, and and with that I feel more confident. And then now, yeah, it's all working. It's all working out.
Well, here's the thing. It's so funny that you say that, because Nana and I talk a lot about this too, because you know I'm bougie. I'm the type of
Yeah.
person who will get the high end, and Nana's not. Nana literally with his, let me think about this, his One Piece character. I'm very, very proud of
Hey, One
myself.
Piece.
For knowing that. Wait, who is it? Who is it? Is his name One Piece?
Luffy,
I don't know.
Luffy.
No, Luffy. See, babe,
Oh,
I
thank you,
pay
Connor.
attention.
Right.
Yes. No, but so literally it was a sweatshirt rolled up. I rolled it up for him and he tied it. And so again, what I love about the cosplay community is you got the Beckys who sit here and spend a whole year making a Mars Attacks that is just out of this world good. Like you just damn. Right? And then you have you who, as you progressed and stepped more into your comfort zone, are leaning toward pieces that really make you feel more confident. And then you have Nana who purposefully likes to put a unique spin on it using just basic stuff from his closet. And all three and more are all elaborate ways to people. You get to do it your own unique way. There's no right or wrong way. And you're all still having fun and you're all coming together and you're all enjoying the experience. And there's no judgment on how you go about it.
Yeah, I mean, some people spend thousands on a cosplay. Some people spend $20. It doesn't matter. Literally, it does not matter.
Yeah.
You are paying to go to a con to have a good time. If you want to focus on making sure your cosplay looks like a masterpiece, go for it, dude, or whoever. But if you also just want to go and put on a t-shirt and shorts and say I'm blah 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 from who cares? Like, everyone's just there to have a good time and support each other, and it doesn't matter if you spend $1 on a cosplay or $2,000 on a cosplay. Like, we're all here to just have a good time and have fun and just support each other no matter what.
Do you think, I'm curious about this because I only know my lens, but do you think that your experience with anxiety and bullying in your formative years has opened you up to be more compassionate and non-judgmental in like the cosplay community or just in life in general?
Yeah. I definitely, as I've talked about before, the bullying growing up and stuff from, people, from all kinds of people. I definitely have more compassion because you never know what someone's going through at all. So just showing people compassion and just being there for each other is really important. And I have been called terrible things. I mean, we all have, I'm sure, but I think with the confidence in me now that I have now, and if I see someone that is a little bit like timid or insecure or anxious, they don't really want to like talk to anybody, I have more compassion for them. I'm like, because that's been me. That has been me.
Yeah.
So, if I take 5 seconds out of my day to say hi and make them feel welcome, then my job's done,
Shout out to 21 Photography. Didn't you hit them up?
Yeah,
earlier?
what's up, mate? Yeah, so everyone, please follow him. Please. He is so talented. He did my Deadpool shoot and amazing.
And we keep trying to get him on this show.
I was telling him earlier. Let's go.
Listen, I have no problem with a shameless plug, but really it is all about having a conversation around joy and how it is you tapped into joy. So I'm curious, was Alex the driving force for you to try cosplay? Like, because, for me, I mean, I dressed up as Chung Li for Nana's birthday, but I just didn't wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to just dress up as something. So what was the driving force for you to start to cosplay?
I've actually been going to cons since 2009. I used to go in t-shirts and jeans. I started cosplaying a little bit in 2018. And when I say that, I mean, I put in no effort. I just kind of threw something on. And then I met Alex, saw how incredible he is as Jack Sparrow, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is so inspiring. Holy shit, I want to do this. And now here we are. So yeah, I've always cosplayed, but I think with the confidence I've grown over the years, and I keep shouting out Alex because I mean he really is a huge part of why I'm so confident now. I wouldn't have been so like I wouldn't have done any of the stuff I'm doing now. Like sometimes I look at the stuff I'm doing now and I'm like, how the hell is that me? Like this is wild. Like if you showed a picture of like my Deadpool thing, my photo shoot I did it with Nate to like 16-year-old me, she'd be like, girl, who the hell is that? That ain't you.
But you should be like, you should be like, who the hell is that? So this is, I don't actually, I'm gonna put on my studied neuroscience, quantum physics mindset of this hat for a really, really long time person. And the reality is we're never the same person. And I think we make up this story about ourselves. Oh, I went through this experience. I was bullied, so I can't show up and show out. Or, I grew up in a really traumatic circumstance, so my life's always going to be hard. And the reality is when you show up curious all the time and you're willing to continuously try new things and put yourself out there, you never know who you are. I never know who Nana is. Like I really work not to assume to know Nana. And I learned that early on. I mean, I pulled up to pick him up and he was dressed up as Dora for like a date, and we're like 5 months in and I'm like, there's a man,
dude. I fucking love
dressed up.
Nana, I love you so much. Yo, pulling up in Dora.
Showed up as Dora, and you know what? There's an even crazier story, and I have pictures about offline that is just mind blowing that day. But it goes back to this: like, push ourselves to try things that we want to try, right? Like I'll sing if I want, I'll dance if I want, I draw. I will paint anything that I'm called to do. I will cut up shirts, whatever I'm called to do, I'll try because I have no idea what my capacity is. We limit ourselves when we label ourselves. We limit ourselves when we look back at our 16-year-old self. I didn't finish high school. If I listened to society, I would be, quote unquote, a dropout, a deadbeat, whatever. Instead, I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to be, but I know that I have intelligence and and as a result, I became a CEO. I built a global business. I have these shows. I have these skills that I can use to help you and Alex and anybody who's looking to do things that I've already done to make it that much easier. But if I listen to labels or what some belief about myself that was placed on me by society or other people on me, I would be a shell of who I am. And so to your 16-year-old, you're like, yeah, thank you for going through that, but that was never me in the first place, and now I'm showing full up.
Yo, appreciate all of that.
It's real. Yep, it's so true.
Everyone.
So I'm curious.
I was gonna just
go ahead. No, this is.
I was gonna say, like, there's a lot of, especially girls growing up that I was surrounded by. They had like a time frame for everything, for literally like marriage. Like there were people telling people, I want to be married by this age or else we're breaking up, which is wild. People want everything to be like the norms of like a college, like boom, 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 boom. You do this, and that. No, no, everyone's on their own timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like do whatever you want to do for you when you're ready. I
100%.
don't understand any of that. And I think just that's just, society shoving stuff down our throats type of deal. But just do it.
But I also think it comes from like, so it just comes from fear. That's why, anybody who judges me, look, I'm crass. You know what I mean? I was looking for blue balls and said I needed to lick my chocolate ones. And people were like, you are so
girl.
And I'm like, listen, but here's the thing. To me, Life is meant to be lived. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I'm meant to live, and it is not to. I do not seek to offend anybody. I didn't show up at a Catholic church today to offend people by what I wore, but I also will not dim my light by conforming to how society thinks I
Yeah.
need to show up in a
Yeah.
Catholic church, right? And no bullshit. I haven't worn a bra or underwear in like 7 years. I wasn't going to show up today and do it. I wear skulls every day. I wasn't going to wear anything but. And so that really can offend people. But to your point about being in like being like an infectious, confident energy, right? People want permission to be able to do that for themselves. Maybe not the way I do it, but by me doing that and not worrying about like how people perceive me, it gives them permission to do the same. And that's what you and Nana and Connor and Nate, who takes pictures, and all these people are doing by saying, I'm no longer going to conform to fear. Instead, I'm going to do what makes me feel love. And in that, I know I'm powerful.
Facts. Also, when you conform, like you're never gonna be truly happy. You're always gonna be like, damn, I should have done this, and that, and that, and that. Like, just do what makes you happy. Like, and you know what else? Like, no matter if you do what you want to do for you or not, they're gonna judge you anyway. They're gonna have a thought no matter what. So at that point, then really just do whatever you want, right? You can't control what other people think of you, but you can control how you react, right?
100%. You know, I love what you say, and there's a quote that I share with people I connect with often, and it's, you cannot control how people are going to treat you. That's their karma, but you can control how you respond, and
Facts.
that's yours. And again, like I said, as I have learned to live fully expressed unapologetically as myself, right? I've attracted a man who loves all of that. Like, has never asked me to change, and I don't ask him to change. And by doing that, I shed the people who wanted to put me in a box, who only loved me based on some illusionary expectations, and attracted the people who could handle the full expansiveness that is each of our unique bright lights when we really give ourselves permission to shine brightly. And that is true. And that's why I don't mind when I shed people. It's not that I'm purposefully trying to hurt you, but why am I going to surround myself with people who are comfortable playing small? Like, that gets to be your experience. It just isn't ever going to be mine. It just won't be, you know? And it can't be. And the other thing is, and I'm curious what your thoughts are, as I do what brings me joy, I'm too busy to judge anybody else. What do I care if you're a guy and you love another guy? What do I care if, I mean, I'm obviously like, I date somebody outside my race, but like, why do I care? I'm too busy enjoying life to focus on trying to judge somebody else. And that's why I encourage people to lean into joy, because joy gives you that ability to focus on you and not other people. And I think the more afraid you are, the more you're focused on other people.
I'm lagging a little bit. Sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good.
I was
I
like,
can
wait,
hear
my
you.
head. Yeah. If
You're
someone's not harming anyone else or doing anything crazy, let them do whatever the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Yep.
know why people are out here judging other people, like, just based off of X, Y, and B. Like, just let them live. If you think something they're doing is weird or out, like, what are they? Who cares? Half the stuff you do is probably weird to someone else. Like, just let,
Nana thinks I'm bizarre
like,
as hell.
whatever. Like, cool. Also, I want to shout out. Not really shout out, but I read this book. There's 2 books I've read that have changed my life. I don't know if I said it last time. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Or Tolle, yes. And then the other one is, I'm sure you've heard of her, Mel Robbins, The Let Them Theory. It's kind of went viral everywhere. Both of those books have changed my life as far as being present and also just being in control of what you're in control of and not letting other people, take over your life. Like, just be in control of right now and be in control of what you are in control of, and stop focusing on what everybody else is doing.
100%.
That's helped me with real life. That's helped me with cosplay. That's helped me with everything. So anyone watching this wants to get motivated. It really did change my life. I actually told Becky to do the let them theory too. I just let people be them, because everyone's beautiful in their own way. Everyone's unique in their own way. Just let people live, man. Let people live.
Yeah. But so I really, but again, this is where I know if Nana was on, would encourage people, and I know you vibe with this too. Encourage people to practice play. Most people, adults, I find, don't know how to play. In fact, we're so conditioned to like grow up and be responsible. I watched my daughter, right? I almost died. A teacher literally tell a whole class how isn't it really good to be stressed out and achieve the results. And so I continue to watch this narrative of conditioning happening that says that in order to be successful, you have to shift out of play and you need to be responsible, or you need to shift out of creativity, like not show up for music, to be successful. And I honestly believe people are dying because of it. First off, I have been more successful in business because I play every single day than I ever was in the 25 years that I was a corporate leader and didn't play. That's one truth. Because my energy's lighter, I'm more tapped in, I'm more creative. Secondly, the reality is we are here having a human experience for a reason. We're not meant to grow up, go to college, have 2.5 kids, buy a house, have a mortgage, have a car, live in debt, retire, have a couple years to spend all the money we earn and die. We're supposed to play. And so I truly encourage people to show up and get curious about what they want to do. Like, what is going to bring you joy, and go chase it and try it. And if you don't like it, try something new. And if you don't like it, try something new. I went to a con and I didn't like it. I was like, Nana, there's entirely too many people here. Like, I'll go once in a while, but this is not my jam. And then, speaking of the devil,
What up? Bruh, y'all see this?
we're talking about. Oh, look at you
Bro,
coming
I'm
in
still
from
at
work.
work.
My baby's a work mode still.
Yeah, I was like, damn, yo, I'm not trying to miss
But you
out. Huh?
I said, but you
Bruh.
pulled up, and we got 20. We got all your people pulling up,
Hey, bro,
conversating
as
with
they
us
should,
while
yo.
you're not here, babe.
Mama, you.
I'm so tight. I'm so tight. Like, I was like, yo, I just need to just get on here at least a little bit. I'm still with my customers. They're literally signing up, and it's taking longer because she's trying to read everything, which is okay. Like, I get it. It's a big financial decision. But I was like, I got to hop on here because I'm going to literally sit in the corner over here right now and just shoot the shit with y'all. So what's going on? What's going on?
What up?
You could always invite your customer to join the show and be like, hey, I do a live show. You want to celebrate your
Well, I
buying
actually
car
dead ass
experience?
told her, I said, I have a podcast at 7:00 and it wasn't supposed to take long, but then the bank wants to verify it. So I'm like, bro, I just need to get my podcast. I got people that I got to touch base with. So here we are now.
So listen, so it's Pika.
Oh, yeah. That's my boy Pika.
Okay,
What up?
they keep saying hey to you. It's like,
Hey.
oh,
Connor's like,
coming at you.
hey, yo, what did Connor say?
Say you finally decided to show up. Listen, Connor,
I can't win.
me and Ashley were holding it down. Ashley was a great co-host, and
Nah. Yeah.
she looks way better in green than Nana does. So I'm
Yo, how am I catching a friendly fire? I'm at work still. God damn.
Well, I mean, look at she's slaying. Look at the fit.
Nah. Nah,
like,
I'm fine with it.
I'm an Irish white girl, so I can rock the green too. But I don't because I like black, as we all know.
Nah,
But
hey, yes.
all right,
Yo,
so
nah. I literally was like, nah, I gotta get on here. I gotta get at least on here for a bit while she's signing up and everything. So they'll eventually page me, but like it's cool. I'm just like, I'm gonna just hop on here. I gotta be on here for it. But how y'all doing?
okay, what would you like to say to? So Ashley and I were talking about um how explosive she, like her and Becky, like you and I have seen their glow up, and not that they
Mhm.
weren't glowing before, but like they're bam, I'm be seen in the world, and you gonna take it, and we're gonna be with it. Do you have
Damn.
any thoughts? Because I know we've shared in that conversation offline.
I mean, I just like the idea that like you are doing the stuff that you enjoy. I mean, and just being that person to be like, hey, look, like I went to a Ren fair, or hey, I went to a con, or I went to a concert. Like it's growing into who you are as a person. And I think that's what a lot of people get to see when they look on even like your social media. To like, this person's just living their best life, and I think that's cool to see regardless, because like, yeah, we all go through like struggles and things of that nature, but like at the end of the day, like you are doing the things that bring you the sense of happiness and joy, and that goes a long way for a lot of people to see that. Like even with my random ass self, I just do whatever makes me happy. Like Kerri out here, I'm eating freaking chicken yesterday. She want to talk about, oh, you're warming that tongue for me, and I'm like, hey, yo, like I'm trying to eat
That's right
chicken,
for
like.
me. By the
But like,
way, Ellen was like, "That was the cringiest video ever," and then I'm like,
yeah,
"If you only knew what went down in the bedroom." No,
Hey,
yo, you're wild. Yo, no,
bro.
but it was one of those things where like I was just like, you know what I mean? Like that's just us being our element and just growing into the character. And then we going to Becky's point too. Like Becky's also done amazing work. Like she puts in work with her amazing ideas. And I'm like, holy fuck, I just wear Under Armour shit and call it a day. You know what I mean? Like and then Ash,
he's
you've been slaying it
playing,
with the
dude.
freaking like
He's
Marvel
playing.
fits and like Deadpool and Helena, like, and the other. I mean, you had Cusco, which was like fucking Shigo. Like, it's like a whole collection of just different like characters that we've gotten to grow into and love seeing. You know what I mean? I love how Nate said dead. Laugh out loud,
Well,
bro.
the thing
God.
is what Ash and I were talking about, and I'll have Ash share because I want her
Mhm.
about how the con is all inclusive and it embraces everybody, and we were talking about how we have the Beckys who make their costumes, we have the Ashleys who like really go for these elaborate, and then we have you who pull stuff out from your closet, and all three different approaches still bring the same traction and the energy,
Correct.
because it is like it's you being confident in what you're putting out there, not what you're putting out there, if that makes sense.
Oh, without a doubt, and not to cut off Ash or anything like that, but like I was thinking about the other day, and who was it? I think I was talking to one of my friends, and he was saying like how he's thinking about doing this cosplay, and I was like, "Well, do it." And he's like, "Well, I don't know how people are gonna look at it." I'm like, "Who the fuck cares? You are the cosplay. Like, it's not the cosplay that makes you; it's you that makes the cosplay. Essentially, because you're wearing that cosplay. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen Connor and even T dressed up as characters from Attack on Titan. And I was like, yo, that shit was fire. Like I was like, yo, like Connor is in a different element, and then so is T, and it's this cool shit. And then it's like even seeing Alex also putting on the Freddy Krueger, which I hadn't seen before. That
Yeah.
shit was fire. I was like, oh, that shit clean as fuck. And then like, I don't know, you are the character, so you almost become that. Like at the end of the day, like somebody sees you in that fit, to kind of like, okay, well, this is the character, but you exude that energy in yourself. So I could be wearing a freaking Speedo and walk around like the most confident person in the world. You know what I mean? Like, because that's just me on a regular basis. So, and of course, I'm getting a call from my team leader. That means that my customer's probably done sign up. Let me, I'll get back on here. All right.
Okay. Oh my
The grind
God.
never stops, baby. No less than 20. Bye.
Oh my god, dude.
Yep, pretty much. Hang on, we got so what are your thoughts about that, Miss Ash? Powerpuff
Ash.
Girls coming soon.
Me? I'm not a power. I mean, oh my god, Kerri, me, you, and Nana, Powerpuff Girls.
Oh my, yeah. Listen, how about you, Connor and Nana? I'll be I'll,
Oh
I'll
yeah.
be the picture bitch. Okay.
Yo,
You know
I'll
what?
be
And here's the thing. It's not even that I'm opposed to dressing up, because it's just that I have my own thing. Like, my thing is, I don't know, singing. I like to sing. I'm a nerd. I like quantum physics. You want to have a deep conversation with me on theology or neuroscience, I'll do it. I love having fun, but I don't know, maybe, you never know, we'll see. You might inspire me one day. I'll pull up and you'll be like, damn.
you just said that, and Nate literally just said that I inspired him to dress up for Fan Expo. Oh, that's actually great. Oh, wait.
But see, all right. So for the listening audience, right? Here's the deal. Ashley and I aren't trying to sell you. We're not trying to sell you on cosplay, right? Like, the thing about our show is, what brings you joy? Do you like skateboarding? Did you like hacky sacking as a kid and then you stopped because it was inappropriate? Do you like, I don't know, collaging, scrapbooking? Not that I would do that, but like anything. And then if you're not experiencing joy in your life, or if you feel like you aren't having these moments of like energy and feeling confident, then can you give yourself permission to have more joy in your life? And what could that look like? You know what I mean? So we'll see. Oh, wait. Nana doing an idea soon. Well, Connor, you got to get Ashley up in the mix, because there's 3 Powerpuff Girls. I know that much for sure. I'm just saying. So Steve says it's all about being yourself and vibing with the people who just want to live in the moment.
Hey, yo.
So Steve,
That's
real
Thor.
talk. At the end of the day, all right, Nana's community doesn't know me very well, but I struggle with addiction. I'm a street kid. I grew up, I struggle with addictions. I struggle with like just a myriad of issues. And it wasn't until I realized I was numbing out, because I thought who I was, just as I was too much. And once I embraced who I was, I didn't have addictions anymore, because I shed the people who tried to put me in the box in the first place. And I can look at myself in the mirror every day and know I'm loving, I'm kind, and I sit in joy. And that is where I live my life. And that's who I attract. And so he's right. You attract the people who can see you and honor you in this moment for who you are, rather than trying to conform you. And that's what joy does for people.
Woo. It's true. And I think the more you do things that are aligned to what you actually want to do and what your soul needs and what causes you actual, like, just pure joy, that's how it's going to make you the happiest at the end of the day, instead of like doing things that you're supposed to do or whatever. Like, just do whatever makes you happy, because the more you do things that make you happy, the happier you're going to be with yourself. And that's going to come through at a con, or at Steven, aka Thor, does after parties with us.
Oh yeah, Thor.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, we're all just dancing away.
Party.
Yeah, we're all dancing away, twerking. Like, we're just having like literally not a care in the
girl,
world.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this white girl can't twerk. In fact, last time I tried to twerk, Nana was like, I don't know what you're doing, but that ain't twerking. You about to break a hip.
I'll help you out. I got you.
Girl, my niece is Puerto Rican with that beautiful voluptuous Boricua butt. She can twerk, and she has tried. And my daughter and her look at me and they're like, you mechanically uninclined.
Nothing mechanically.
I'm not. I don't move that way. So, but
don't move that way. Oh shit.
I will make a fool of myself just as much. I don't care. I just look like I'm breaking a hip.
But also, who gives a shit? Just shake that.
It's so true. And the funny thing is, something I love about Nana, we're going, our 5-year anniversary is August 8th. And this,
yay.
I'm a shout out. This is another thing about joy that I want to share with you guys. Nana has Fan Expo coming up, and that happens to
Hell
fall
yeah.
on that anniversary.
Oh, damn.
No, but that's the thing. That's the illusion, right? And my daughters were even confused. Nana has gone and done like an obstacle course on the anniversary of ours. On Valentine's Days, he's done something, I've done something. We love each other and live in so much joy that I don't need that specific day to honor
Yeah, you don't need
our
to do it
love.
on the day. Just do it on another. Like it's not like.
It, But that's the thing. And so I think that's it. When you are so tapped into confidence and you really love yourself, those things are very trivial. Why would I want to keep Nana from doing something that I know is going to bring him immense joy, to be with his friends, to dress up and do the thing that makes him who he is, so that when we do spend time together, we get to share in each other's joy. And that is such an important part, I think, of living on the bright side of life, is not being conditioned to this. Oh my God, it's August 8th, and that's the day we met, and you really need to spend time with me. And yet we do that, and then we cause suffering for
There's
ourselves
no need for that shit.
because, yeah. And so I love that he's going to Fan Expo. And I love that this weekend we're gonna be hanging out and doing our thing early, and it's just joy. And you're exactly right, Ashley, and Steven said it, and Nate said it, and the Pikachu dude said it. Is just, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. Nobody else has to understand why we celebrate on August 8th or October 29th for us. And that's what makes us happy. And that's what nurtures and supports us. And that's what we want for all of you guys, whatever that is. Do cosplay, truck.
Yeah, and I mean that's beautiful. Like I think that also goes to the point I was saying earlier about people being like, I want to get like do this by this date and this by this age and this by those are the people that are going to obsess over an anniversary date. Like, or what do you mean we're not hanging out? And that just puts unwanted and unneeded stress on both of you. For what? For what's the reason? Why don't you just do what makes you happy and like figure it out as a team? Like, you know what I mean? And communicate. I think people just put a lot of stress on. Go ahead.
Nate has a very valid point, and I want to bring this up because I do agree with him, but I also this is something that I know to be true. Guys, we live in information overload, meaning you have access to education for anything and everything. I am a high school dropout with a GED on paper for an education, and I can show up in a room, and we'll be doing so in September, with people with PhDs and all of these degrees on neuroscience, addiction, quantum physics, and stuff, because I pulled a Goodwill Hunting, as my twin sister liked to say, and I learned because I had access. And to Nate's point about mindset, if it feels shitty, it ain't working for you. And if it feels good, it is. So to your point, yeah, I could bitch about not spending time with Nana on my anniversary, but that's not going to make me feel good. It's certainly not going to foster connection with him in our relationship. Or I could be like, okay, well, I have a choice. What feels good? Well, I love Nana being Nana. Like, I love him being himself, not having him conform to what I think he needs to be. And so it is a choice. As Nate says, like, it is a choice. Every day, every moment, we have a choice. I get to choose to sit in joy or suffering. I was at a wake and a funeral yesterday and today. I could have sat in suffering, but instead I chose to appreciate the connections that I was making. I chose to make people laugh who really needed to break the density of it. And so it's making a choice to take the situation, the experience you're in, and finding what brings you joy, because as you have so beautifully said many times in the show, Ashley, when you're joyful, you're high vibrational, you have an energy, you're a magnet, and you attract things that bring you more joy.
Yeah, it's true. Because if you're in a room of people and you don't know someone and they're closed off and they're just not talking to you, you can feed off that energy. Be like, all right, I don't think I'm going to approach this person. Why would you? They look miserable. They look maybe their hands are like this. They're whatever. But then, or you can see someone like me or you Nana go into a room and it's like, what's up, everybody? Like it's like night and day, you know. But like you have to choose to be in that mindset. Like you're in control. And I think the more you practice the method of being in control, the happier you're going to be. Because then other people's actions won't bother you anymore. And you'll be able to just shift your mindset into a more positive one and not focus on the negative. And I actually you can't see it. Can you see it? No. I have a tattoo on my arm and it says, "Be here now." And it's helped me through a lot of anxiety-induced situations in my life. So focusing on being present and not focusing on the future or the past, just being present and, appreciating what you have and focusing on your mindset is the way to happiness, in my opinion.
100%. And as I pull this comment up from Steven, who says, like, you're 100% you are 100%. Here, I'm gonna just let you read it because you're the author of your own stories. We get to rewrite the story anytime we want. We really do. And you have. I mean, that's like I said, and I had Nana even jump on and share. What I have so loved, particularly with you, is watching you rewrite your story real time. Because I remember the first time you showed up on our show, right? And like, again, we're talking about energy. Even if to the average viewer, they're like, oh, she engaged, you did. But there was, there was a bit of disease there. And now I just have seen you evolve. And that is magnetizing. And it's a gift that you do give the world. Because look, Nate,
Sorry, the feed cut out. I don't know what you said.
Oh, that's okay. I said that
it was black. I'm like, great. So go ahead. Go ahead.
What's really cool is you get a laugh about it because that's all.
You said something about Nate and it just went boop.
Well, no, you inspired Nate to dress up because you showed up for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if I can inspire one person, I mean, that's kind of what my page has become on Instagram. I'm showing off my cosplays, but I also want to show off the photographers that put in the work to take pictures of me. Just thank you. Just showing off my friends. Look at us all having a good time. Like that's what my page has been. It's nothing more than that. I'm just spreading joy, and people have reached out to me saying I've been motivating them, which is wild. I've been very proud of how far I've come in the past year. It's been a really big transitional time, but in a good way.
Yeah. It's beautiful to see, and it's been a privilege to watch as somebody from the sidelines. I'm curious, like outside of cosplaying, what do you hope to do? Are you going to do plays? Or are you going to do more theater? Like, do you know yet? Or are you just going with the flow?
So I'm still in a band right now with School of Rock.
I didn't know you were, maybe I did know you were in a band.
Yeah, it's my last gig was a few months ago. We have one in the end of August. But I am lead vocals for a band of like 6 people. That has brought me a lot of confidence too. I'm not like Ariana Grande over here or anything, but like we sing rock music like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, and singing and being on stage kind of embraces my outgoing side. And I'm also very musically like inclined, I guess. So the stage presence of it all, the outgoingness of that has also helped my confidence a lot. And I'm going back to the gym more. So I'm just trying to do things that align with like what's gonna make me feel better, both like outside and inside, if that makes
That's
sense.
so beautiful. Well, you are welcome to join as my co-host anytime you want.
Hey,
Ash.
Nana, step aside, bruh.
Listen, anytime. And honestly, again, thank you so much for coming in and bringing joy to me in this conversation
Thank
and
you.
highlighting, you know, yeah, like we get to do it differently. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody, and in our uniqueness, we really do step into our superpower. So until next time, everybody, please follow Ashley at
Well,
Ashley
it's
Lauren.
Ashley Lauren, but the the L and
The
Lauren is
one.
what number. Yes.
And I will look forward to seeing you perform. So tell Nana when your show is.
Oh man.
Yeah, girl, listen,
Yeah.
I'm a great person to celebrate when you're performing. So we'll do that. But until next time, guys, thank you for joining another episode of the Brightside Chronicles with your host, Kerri Lewis, Anna Agyemang, and guest host, Ashley, who's amazing. And we will check you on the flip side.
See you.